Puzzled neighbors are on Facebook and on Twitter. They're wondering what's with the X marks that have been left on street curbs. Residents of at least two Northside neighborhoods report seeing more and more of these things. So we sent out our Jesse Degollado to check it out.
If X marks the spot, then why here? Why are there small red X's scattered here and there along curbs and sidewalks? Even X's that were apparently cut into fresh cement, then colored blue.
Our intelligence unit is looking into it, our North Property Crimes unit is looking into it, and we also have our patrol officers in the area are well aware of the situation.
So are they a way of alerting burglars who's home and who's not?
It doesn't appear that there's anything sinister going on.
Still, police aren't ruling anything out. Maybe they're markings for underground utilities.
That is one of the prevailing theories that we're looking into, that it could be.
Yet SAWS, CPS Energy, Public Works, and Solid Waste Management tell us they don't use markings like this.
You know, I never noticed that up until now.
Olivia Guzman, who has a red X in front of her house, agrees given where her utilities are located.
No, they're over here. That's the phone, AT&T, right there.
Then why are they here?
I would like to know why somebody will mark the front of my house.
Now, SAPD tells me that this is not against the law, but it is trying to confirm whether a company was going door to door and then left these X's in front of houses that perhaps weren't interested in what they were trying to sell. Now, they also will be looking into whether the red X's and the blue X's are somehow connected.
I've had people calling me saying they go out to their mailbox and they find a little red dot or a little blue dot on their mailbox, and they wonder what the little red dot and blue dot is. Well, it's marking your mailbox by the government, so when foreign troops come in here on us after martial law, if you have a red dot on your mailbox, they take you out immediately and shoot you right in the head. But if you have a blue dot, they take you to the FEMA camps being built by Halliburton right now.
A little bit of mud isn't stopping the construction of a FEMA dome in Lumberton. Crews began the work in April.
Towering more than 50 feet above the ground, this 25,000 square foot building being built between Lumberton Intermediate School and Lumberton High School is the first of its kind in Southeast Texas. It's a disaster dome, able to withstand 200-mile-an-hour winds. It will allow first responders and people who are unable to evacuate to a safe location to safely ride out storms.
Lumberton ISD is one of the school districts that is used as a command center, and this will be kind of used as our command center in the event of an emergency.
The multi-million-dollar project is part of the Texas Safe Shelter Initiative and is being funded primarily by FEMA grants to harden.
Is so bad in one major American city that the governor is considering calling in the National Guard. We're going to take a closer look at what that really means. One city may be going to extremes to fight crime. It has gotten so bad in Chicago. You've heard the stories, with police actually having to line the streets to make sure that kids can safely walk to their schools. Illinois Governor Pat Quinn says he is open to the idea of calling in the National Guard, actually putting armed soldiers on the streets of President Obama's hometown. Under Article 1, Section 8, Congress has 3 constitutional grounds for calling up the militia, what we now understand as the National Guard, to execute the laws of the Union, suppress insurrection, and repel invasions. Brad, there are those who argue that's exactly what's happening in Chicago. There's such a gang influx that things are truly out of control there.
One of the people on my Facebook page got in touch with me in private and sent me this message. And I thought it was compelling enough to ask if he wanted to do an interview. And of course, a link to part 2 of the interview will be at the end of the video.
Alright, basically, I woke up yesterday morning. My friend called me, and he knows I'm not up at that time of day. And he called my girlfriend's phone after he called me a couple times, and he said it's real important. She needed to wake me up. So she come up there, hand me the phone. She's a little weirded out by it. She's like, your friend wanted me to wake you up. He said it's real important. So I get up. I'm thinking it had something to do with the cops or something. Well, I get on the phone with him. He says, dude, you're not going to believe what I just saw. He said there was a convoy of 3 trucks 3 diesel trucks full of these signs from front to back, side to side, top to bottom, of these real nice, expensive-ass signs that look like no trespassing signs, but like the color theme of them, but they say martial law is now in effect. And I'm talking fucking thousands of these things, going to 3 local Army bases. One's right across the highway from where I stay. And, well, they were all 3 dropping off at that warehouse, but they came in a convoy. They could not be separated, and the first truck that dropped off the first load would go with the third truck that dropped off the third load at the third place. Well, when that guy pulled up, he said to my friend, well, my friend works at a warehouse where they unload trucks and shit, and he said, "You're not going to believe what I have in this fucking truck." He opens up the back. I'm talking, these weren't in containers, these fucking signs were just stacked. And, well, he got to talk to the guy about it, and the guy said, "Oh, well, I asked my boss about it. He said that's for a different country." Well, I'm from Illinois. This is the middle of the fucking country. Nothing's going to come here to be shipped over fucking seas. Like, we don't have Abrams tanks and shit coming here to get shipped to fucking Iraq. And my buddy asked him, "Why are these in English?" And the guy said, "That's a good question." Well, my friend started trying to take a picture without the guy knowing. The dude, like, fucking spazzed out and was like, "Oh, I could lose my fucking job," and all this shit. Well, he unloaded all the signs on the first truck, and they took off in a convoy again. Basically, he called me scared out of his fucking mind. I mean, these are thousands of signs. Nobody's going to fucking just order a couple thousand signs without knowing something premeditated.